Game of Thrones and Walking Dead are two of my favorite shows on TV. Now, within the past couple of years, there's been kind of debate going on between people which show is better, Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. And today I'm going to give you my opinion on which show is the best. Now, starting off, I thought Walking Dead was fucking fantastic. I thought the first season was really good. Season 2 was really good. But then it seemed like The Walking Dead was sort of like on this low slope here. It was just going downhill. I just felt each season that goes by, The Walking Dead is just going like this. The best part about seasons 1 through 2 was the fact that you didn't know who was going to die because they differed it from the comic books so much. And they kind of carried that in with season 3 a little bit with the death of Merle and Andrea dying unexpectedly because she's still alive in the comics. But in season 1 and 2, you didn't really know what the hell was going on. And they differed it so much from the comics. It had the same theme, but it was different. And any characters could die at any time. With, Dale dying, who was one of my favorite characters, who lasted a long time in the comics, dying in season 2. I just thought the concept, maybe it's because it was shorter episodes back then, because season 1 was 6 episodes, season 2, I believe, was, don't hold me to this, but I believe it was 12 episodes. I think it was double from the first season. And then seasons 3 and 4 has been 16 episodes. And I don't know, maybe there's too many episodes now, and they're just kind of dragging things on. But in my opinion, season 4 was just the worst out of the whole series. I thought maybe 5 episodes out of this whole season was really good. And even the episode where the governor invades the prison like he does in the comic, even in that episode, really, besides Herschel, nobody dies. And the governor, of course, but, in that scene in the comics, dozens of people die. Important characters die. Whether it was Lori, Tyrese, the baby, a whole bunch of stuff. And to me, The Walking Dead, it seems like they're just trying to take stories and stretch it out for 16 episodes. And it makes for some boring episodes. The last half of season 4, in my opinion, was just boring TV. It was the group divided, all heading to one location, and for the last 8 episodes of the season, we just see nothing but walking. It was like a goddamn fucking episode. It was like a goddamn Lord of the Rings movie. Just fucking walking for 8 fucking episodes. It wasn't until the last episode where shit got interesting. And a lot of people were like, well, what about the girl, killing her sister and blah, blah, blah. That was a side story that also happened in the same plot point within the comics, but it didn't take fucking 8 episodes to kind of get this thing moving along. To me, I feel that The Walking Dead with 16 episodes is too much. I don't want to see 2 characters that I don't really care about sitting around a campfire talking about stuff that I don't care about. That's what's going on. First 2 seasons of Walking Dead was great. There was a couple bad episodes in season 3, but overall season 3 was a good season. Season 4, besides like 5 episodes, season 4 was a huge letdown. And I think Walking Dead is kind of going this way, to where Game of Thrones, on the other hand, is going this way. Season 1, really good. But it was very wordy, very talkative, and unless you read the books, you really don't know what the fuck was going on. Season 2 got much better with the Battle of Blackwater. We got more Tyrion, and it was better than Season 1. And we had a little more action, so it was getting better. But there was still a lot of dialogue that no one knew what the fuck was going on unless you read the books. Season 3 really kind of took a turn where bad things was happening to people that we love. We had characters that we cared about, like Ned Stark, who died in season 1, and stuff like that within season 2. People we cared about died in season 1 and 2, but in season 3 we had the Red Wedding, Jaime losing his hand, a lot of stuff shaped out into season 3. And to me, season 3 is where it went up. For the like where The Walking Dead went down toward season 3, like the middle of season 3, it went down. Game of Thrones went up, and just anything could happen in Game of Thrones. Like season 4, in my opinion, was the best season of any television show I have ever seen. Each episode was OMG, what the fuck just happened? Somebody either somebody dies in the episode or something big happens in each episode. Each episode, I think there was only one episode this season out of 10 episodes that I did not necessarily like. Other than that, each episode ended with, oh my fucking god. At the end of Walking Dead, I'm like, who cares? I know what's going to happen. And I don't know if it's the fact that I read the comics of The Walking Dead, and I know what's going to happen, so I really don't care. And the fact that I never read Game of Thrones, the George R.R. Martin novels, so I don't know what happens. So I don't know if it's a combination of production on, the quality of production on Walking Dead is just going down, or the fact that I don't care because I read the comics, or the fact that Game of Thrones production is going up, and I care because I didn't read the book. But I found myself, after watching each episode of Game of Thrones, wanting to know more. Like, I want to know more about the history. And the best thing about Game of Thrones is, you watch season 3, you watch season 4, right? You watch all 4 seasons, you're getting to know the characters pretty well. If you go back and rewatch season 1 and season 2, all the shit that you didn't understand that they were referencing in season 1 and season 2, you now get because it comes up later. So even though you don't understand what's going on in season 1 and 2, it gets brought up again later, so it's build-up, where Walking Dead is not complex like that. Like, you don't have fucking Rick's family tree that you have to go down. You don't have to worry about who the fuck Jon Snow's mother is, and how the fuck is so-and-so related to so-and-so, and who the fuck is the rightful king. Now, with that said, you know, Game of Thrones isn't perfect. There was a couple parts in the season finale I did enjoy, especially with the chick coming out throwing pumpkin bombs. And I really do not like Bran and the whole, I gotta get to the north to find the three-eyed raven. I don't care about that. That's probably my least favorite part of the whole fucking story. But The Walking Dead is just getting boring. I look forward more to The Talking Dead because they make it sound better than it actually was after the show. But, I mean, that is my opinion. In my opinion, Walking Dead going down, Game of Thrones going up. If you watch both shows, tell me what you think in the comment box below. Am I wrong, or are you guys seeing the same thing? Until next time, guys, I'm Storm Zink, and that's my opinion.